Okay, so today on Lick TV, I've got Refraze. Okay, hi mate. How did you get into rapping?
I got into rapping at late 2006, early 2007, because I kind of isolated myself from people and didn't really get involved with other stuff. So I was a really lonely person. And I started listening to music.
It's a way to like express yourself, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. It was to be fair, like I fell into like a dark place and didn't really, like, it was the only thing that could make me not think about it, and it kind of pulled me out of it.
Did your expression, how you felt, come out in your rapping?
To be fair, not straight away. It was more of just freestyle tracks and just to do it. I wasn't very good at the beginning, innit? Like, I wasn't very good. So it was more of just to do it because it was something to do, innit? I didn't go to school on that, so it was through the day. So.
Okay, so when did that change from just as a hobby to something as a career? They thought, I want to do this.
That was a funny one. 2010 probably. I did a mixtape called Too Much Too Young, and I put it on the internet, and it was the first one I put on YouTube and stuff, and it went further than normal songs did for me. So there was people in different areas adding me on everything and saying they've heard my songs, and I didn't know how, so they just kind of spread by themselves.
So it just spread, and you thought, right, I'm going to do this. Keep doing it, and then...
It was more of a, now people are kind of listening, and, people were saying I was good, innit? Like, it wasn't, there wasn't really a time where people were like, oh, yeah, you're crap, you know what I mean? Like, it was kind of... Now it was everyone was kind of saying, no, you're doing good songs. I was collabing with singers, and it was making more of a all-round song, more than just a grime song or something I'd used to do, so... It was probably 2009, 2010. But I got serious because that's why I did my album, innit? That's when it started. So that's why I did the album. Because I was serious.
No worries, man. Okay. So where did the name Refraze come from?
It came one of my friends wanted to change his name to have something with a number in it. So I kind of gave him a name, and I said, I'm going to change mine. What do you think of this word? And he said, you should change it to this. And it was better, so I did. And then a couple of years later, I kind of started stuttering for some reason. And I got to say everything 10 times for people to understand it now. So I kind of have its own meaning now.
So you just thought, because of that, you made your artist name being Refraze.
Well, beforehand, it wasn't really anything. It wasn't anything amazing. So it's a funny story because he told me what to he suggested what name, and then I went to sit on the toilet for a little while because you've got to think on the toilet. And I thought, yeah, I came out the toilet and I was just a new person. You know what I'm saying? It just came out. I was like, that's it. It looked more of a music name than I had.
Okay, no worries. How important is social media to your growth? I mean, you got over 30,000 followers on Twitter. I mean, do you have any crazy fan stories to tell us?
Oh God. Social media is it wasn't really a part of it at the beginning, because when I started it, people used to use infrared on their phone and stuff.
Oh right, okay.
Do you remember infrared?
Nah, man. I don't remember infrared.
The little thing you put the phones together and they send. Nah. Remember that? Well, yeah. And then I used to send it like that through the phones, and then Bluetooth come along, and I just sent it to the playground to send it to every person I could find on it. And then people be like, oh, I've got your song, how did I get it? I was like, I don't know.
You just infiltrate their phone and stuff.
I don't even know how you got it, kind of fake that bit. But then I went on to MySpace, and it wasn't really
MySpace? What's that?
MySpace? That's not even around. I don't even know if it goes now, but it was more because everybody was on it more than to promote songs on it.
Oh, right, okay.
It was more of everyone's got it, so you got to have it kind of thing. And but then Facebook and Twitter and YouTube are the main ones I use, to be fair. Twitter, I think, is the best one for music, anyway. And crazy fan stories. Oh, people get clean with you really quickly if they like your music and stuff. And I'll tell you one story. This is crazy. There was a girl that lived 7 hours away, but she was kind of stalking me. She literally got hold of my mate's number.
How?
My mate Tom, it's easy to get my number than his. Because like, and then she texted him saying it was my number, and he was like, "Oh, you're right, bro. I've got a new number. Yeah, saved it." And he's trying to ring me on it, and then he rang me on my number. And he's like, "Why don't you answer on your new number?" I was like, "I ain't got a new number." And it was crazy. I've had a couple fan mail sent to my house as well from I don't know who from. It's probably her.
So how did they manage to get out of blooming address?
I don't know. That's why I changed my Facebook name to just see Refraze, because it was my normal name, and then I changed it because I didn't want people turning up at my house and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Who would you like to feature with the most?
To be honest, the collabs I'd want would never happen, innit? Like the ones I grew up listening to. There isn't anybody now I would like. There's no one. If it happens, it happens, innit? I don't really try and holler people to collab or anything. There's obviously people you'd want to collab with, but you'd have to be the right song to do it with them.
So make sure like creatively you're like in together with.
Well, yeah, I'd want to be in studio with the person and doing it instead of just sending stuff over the internet. I'd want to do it in the studio.
It's probably a better way, really, doing together rather than send it over, because it seems a bit forced that way.
Well, yeah, I've tried to collab with people over the internet before, and it's like, do you get what I'm talking about? Like the concept wise, do you understand what I'm talking about? So it's like, it's always a pain in the ass. it's always hard to collab with people that live far away. I just want to be in the studio with them at the same time and film it and record it and all that shit.
Alright, personally, what's the aim for you in the next 12 to 18 months? What's the aim, career-wise? Do you see your music changing with like all the different producers you might be coming into contact with? Do you see your sound change?
Well, I've got my album videos coming out, so that's the main thing at the moment. I've got a mixtape coming afterwards, which already sounds different.
Okay.
So it's like a lot of my songs are kind of dark and depressing, so I should probably be happier and make funnier songs and happier songs, because I'm actually not really depressed in real life. I'm quite happy, so why not mix both in? And that's what I've got coming after my album.
Okay.
Video.
How did it feel to get Infamous released, independent of a label?
I think for anyone that knows me, it was just a success to finish it, because it took me ages, and there was a lot of things in between that was stopping me doing certain songs, or it was like I had to return the beat and do something else. And it feels good to have an album, because it's like you can't really take it away from me, innit? And there's something like it's there, innit? It's there. Like I feel like an album to an artist is a big deal, because it's like I feel like it's the main CD to have, and mixtapes were a bit just put them together, send them out. But albums, it's like I had to spend so much time on it, and it was like my album was a story. It wasn't linked in perfectly, but it was like if you listen to it, like the mood changes and stuff. So I had to make sure I wrote it like the way I wanted to, and I was writing songs all over the place. Like I didn't do it in order.
All right.
So it was really hard to kind of remember what I said on some songs and what was meant to be in one and that. So it was good to finish it, and it was good to do it, but yeah, it was a struggle at times to finish it. But that's what made it even better to get it out there as well.
Yes, find it at the end of it, always like weight off your shoulders type of thing. It's to out the show off to people.
It's just something else that's finished. There's never weight off the shoulders, man. I've got to do videos and all that stuff as well. But to finish the album, it was really good.
Okay, right. Lyrically, I can tell this album's like very immensely personal to you. Like some of the songs there are called Cautionary Tale, like teenagers, and then you got other ones which are like heavily emotional, like Fuck Your Opinion, and what was the other one? You Made Me This Way. Is it emotional? Is it like does it come from experience, or is it just a stream of consciousness?
My album is a story of like the past 5 years. So like teenagers is at the beginning, because I'm a teenager through all of it. Like there was no other place to put it but at the beginning, and then it starts at school and builds up to college, like the whole way through.
Okay.
And the joke is with teenagers, I had the beat and I knew it was going to be a sick tune, but I just couldn't write to it. Like it was a different type of song. That there was more pressure with an album, because normally I could get a beat off the internet or from a producer or something, and it wouldn't really be, oh, I have to use it, because I can just get another one. But now that there was album stuff, it was like, oh, I like the beat, I need to use it. This will be a good song to do, but I just couldn't think of it. And I took it to Z's, right? I had it 2 months. Oh my God, I had this beat for 2 months. I was like, I can't do anything to this. I took it to him and I was like, dude, what do you reckon, man? I think this song's for 2 people. What do you reckon? And literally, he was in the studio, and I walked out of it for like 10 minutes. I came back, it had a chorus, innit? Like, he had a chorus
already.
Like, I was just like, oh my god, it was a pure piss take. And I was just like, alright, we got a song. Like, he wrote the chorus and he already had the verse. Like, he was like, oh, I've already got one. So now on my own song, like, I'm behind my own song. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's me waiting to finish it.
So you're featuring on your own song, kind of.
Well, you know what it was? It was just needed to push start. You know what I mean? I didn't really. I had the concept, and that's kind of what helped it. But I couldn't write to it. It was
You can write to it, man.
ridiculous. But
Sometimes that's the way. That's why someone need a little bit of a push. Sometimes that's
inspiration and stuff. But what it was for fuck your opinion, that it wasn't really.
Was that in response to haters in a way?
It was just I don't care, innit? It was just like I don't care what you think. I'm not bothered. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm doing it how I want to do it. I'm not doing it like it wasn't. It's people that the normal life stuff isn't what I kind of do. Like I didn't have the job. I don't have the car when you meant to have it. So it was kind of like people giving me shit for carrying on doing it, and it was just like it was just leave me alone. I'm like, I'm happier than you. Like you go to work and you're broke, and I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy with life, innit? Like you're not. But you're telling me to do what you're doing, but you're not happy, and I'm fine. So I'm doing what I want to do.
That's a good way to lead your life, man. That's a good way to
exactly.
lead as an example.
If you live once, then why would you not want to do what you want to do?
That's a beautiful quote there, man.
I said that shit. I said that.